The release of Street Fighter V back in 2016 was an absolute disaster. It was a game so bad it ruined friendships, destroyed hairlines, and installed an actual rootkit on your PC. A game so hated that, when put alongside the trash fire that was MVCI, it forced us Capcom diehards to actually consider other fighting games for once. While Street Fighter V did eventually become a decent fighting game over time, given its bare bones and awkward state at launch, many players understandably gave up on the game entirely.
No thanks, bro.
Street Fighter's reputation took a big hit, and Capcom had a lot to prove if they wanted to win people back with Street Fighter VI. So, what's the verdict? Well, I'm happy to say that Street Fighter VI actually feels like a fully fledged product this time around, with its own silly yet charming single-player story, a couple of casual game modes, and a character creator that clearly people are having a lot of fun with.
Yeah, gotta say, you're photogenic.
The New World Tour mode is a first for the series, and a great opportunity to teach new players the fundamentals of Street Fighter, while also introducing and endearing them to the game's cast of characters. Looking at the roster, the returning fighters strike a perfect balance between nostalgia and novelty, with new outfits, new attacks, and for those who care, some actual character development. When it comes to newcomers, this is easily the best lineup we've seen from this series in years. And for me, the big two standouts are Manon and Jamie. They each have a unique hybrid fighting style, combining judo with ballet, and breakdancing with drunken fist. In a big step up from 5, we actually have some production value here, with expressive animations both in and out of fights that do a great job showcasing each fighter's unique personality. Perhaps taking some influence from the Fire Emblem and Persona series, Street Fighter VI lets you casually spend some time hanging out with your favorite fighters, learning fun bits of information about them as they go through a sort of mini story arc. By far, my favorite interaction in the game is watching Ryu learn how to use a smartphone for the first time. I mean, just look at this back and forth. Overall, there's clearly a lot of love and passion baked into this game, and little moments like these help illustrate Capcom's commitment to making sure their characters feel more fleshed out than ever before. Because, at the end of the day, the fighters themselves are the real stars of the show, and a big reason why many of us play fighting games to begin with. Getting to play as cool looking characters and doing cool things on screen. Gameplay wise, characters in 6 have more options than ever before, with the new drive system giving you access to some powerful offensive and defensive tools. Learning how to manage your drive meter while also chipping away at your opponents is a core part of this game's design. And since no two players use their resources the exact same way, a system like this opens the door for some pretty unique interactions. To make a long story short, the game is a lot of fun, the online works well, and there's enough content, variety, and depth here to satisfy both new and old players alike. Looking at the energy at this year's EVO, I think it's safe to say that Street Fighter is finally back in full form. With Mortal Kombat 1 having just come out, and both Tekken 8 and Project L also on the way, it really is a great time to be a fighting game fan.